I'm sure.
Okay, but it'd be a lot easier just to give me the Blue Eyes White Dragon. You're up against a genius, you know. Aw, Teddy, isn't that right? Yup, you're a genius, Rebecca. Now let's get down to it.
Who on earth is this young lady? And why does she think I stole her Blue Eyes White Dragon?
It's your turn.
For my first brilliant move, Witch of the Black Forest in attack mode. All right, let's see what you're worth, witchy woman.
Huh. An unusual opening gambit.
What's she up to? Witch of the Black Forest isn't really that strong of a card at all. Why would she play that?
He thinks very slowly, Teddy. Do you suppose he'll ever play a card?
I'll play, Rebecca. The Celtic Guardian in attack mode. Celtic Guardian, attack the witch! So much for your Black Forest witch.
Wah! That mean old Yugi sent my worthless witch to the graveyard. Oh, what do I do? Huh? What did you say? Oh, thank you! If the Witch of the Black Forest is sent to the graveyard, I get to pick another card from my deck. A monster with up to 1,500 defense points! And I get to shuffle my deck again. Whee! Thank you, Teddy!
Well, I'm waiting. Are you gonna play or what?
Hey! Don't you distract me when I'm thinking! What next? Decisions.
That kid could drive you crazy really easily.
Oh, I guess I'm stuck with this one. Here we go. I play Sangan in attack mode. Aw, he's so cute, isn't he?
Not for long. You can kiss Sangan goodbye.
Oh!
Celtic Guardian attack!
That Celtic Guardian sent my poor Sangan to the graveyard, too! You're so mean!
Give me a break. I'm not being mean. I'm just playing the game.
Did you hear that, Teddy? Nasty old Yugi is yelling at me.
And I'm not yelling at you.
Huh? What did you say? We haven't lost just yet, Teddy? If Sangan goes to the graveyard, I can pull a new monster? I understand that.
I don't know. That girl's weird.
Geniuses are supposed to be eccentric, you know?
Come on, you guys. You gotta be kidding. That little twerp's no genius. She's just a nutcase.
Rebecca's strategy is strangely familiar to me.
Now let's get down to business. Kid gloves are off. You've met your match, Yugi.
Suddenly, she's a lot more serious.
I play a magic card, Tribute to the Doom. It lets me throw away one card from my own hand. In exchange, I get to wipe out one of my opponent's monsters from the field. Just watch. Celtic Guardian went bye-bye. And to finish my turn, I play one more card in defense mode. Here's where things start to get interesting, Yugi. Mark my words, the Blue Eyes White Dragon will be mine again.
Am I having hallucinations, or did she just put on a totally different personality?
She's a lot smarter than she led us to believe. Watch out for her, Yugi!
Yeah.
Taya's right. That little kid stuff was just an act. Rebecca's a serious duelist. All right, Rebecca. I attack with Summon Skull!
Big mistake, Yugi. The card I played was the Millennium Shield.
The Millennium Shield!
It has 3,000 defense points, and your skull only has 2,500 attack points. So you lose 500 life points. Yugi's down 500 points.
Hey, that little squirt can actually duel.
Someone's trained her very well.
Wait, I've seen that card before with its overwhelming defense power. I remember now.
It's called the Millennium Shield. Interesting card, isn't it?
It certainly is. Your defense is now impenetrable, Professor Hawkins.
Arthur. Call me Arthur.
It was at an archaeological dig in Egypt so many years ago that I'd nearly forgotten. But almost card for card, my friend Professor Hawkins and I played this same duel.
Why are you so surprised that I won that last exchange? I told you I was a child prodigy. This duel has been easy so far. Rough 'em up, Rebecca! Right, Teddy! I play a magic card, Ring of Magnetism!
Now, why would she play that? Combining it with the Millennium Shield actually weakens the shield's overwhelming defensive power.
Poor Yugi. He's confused, Teddy. What's he gonna do?
Nothing. I'm going to pass this turn.
Aha! He's taking a wait-and-see attitude. Well, if you can't think of a move, I can! Cannon Soldier, attack mode!
Be very careful, Yugi! If she sacrifices a monster next, she can turn Cannon Soldier's assault directly on Yugi's life points.
Yeah, but she's never gonna get the chance, because Yugi's summoned skull is gonna blow Cannon Soldier away.
Let's hope so, otherwise that soldier will do a lot of damage.
Summon Skull, attack Cannon Soldier! Lightning Strike!
Waste of energy. Just watch what happens with his attack. See? The Ring of Magnetism draws all your attacks to my Millennium Shield! Get it? While the Ring of Magnetism is in play, my monsters are all safe, because all you can attack is my Millennium Shield. And it's got a defense power of 2,500! Ha!
It's a standoff. Summon Skull's attack power is exactly equal to the defense power of her Millennium Shield. I have to break through that shield somehow in order to win.
So are you having a good time, Teddy? Good, because this duel's gonna get even better now. Oh, cool, it's a Shadow Ghoul. This little baby will come in handy a little later. But for now, let's summon another wimpy Witch of the Black Forest in attack mode! So long, Witch! You get used as a sacrifice to my Cannon Soldier, so he can turn all his power directly on Yugi's life points! Cannon Soldier, you got her energy, now blow Yugi away! Well, that took you down a peg. 400 pegs to be exact. And now I get to draw another card.
She's real good. She must have learned dueling from somebody as experienced as you, Gramps.
Joey, you may be right.
I was taught by someone more talented than a Moto could ever be. My grandfather was the best duelist ever.
Your grandfather?
Is what I suspect true? Rebecca, what's your last name?
Took you long enough to ask. Yes, my name is Rebecca Hawkins. And my grandfather is Professor Arthur Hawkins, the man whose Blue Eyes White Dragon you stole, and whose friendship you betrayed.
That's crazy.
Absolutely nuts.
You're wrong, Rebecca. My grandfather would never betray a friend.
That's what you think, but your grandfather is a thief, Yugi.
Now listen to me, Rebecca. I'm only gonna say this one more time. My grandpa didn't steal your Blue Eyes White Dragon.
You're lying! He did steal it! It was my grandpa's favorite, and your grandpa took it from him. You won't get away with this! You thieves!
Rebecca,
Now what?
there's a story that you need to hear, Rebecca. It's the story of how I met your grandfather, Professor Arthur Hawkins, and of the danger we faced together.
In other words, more of your lies. Forget it!
No, it's true, and be assured it was one of the most frightening experiences I've had in my entire life.
I'm so sure.
It happened years ago, but it's an adventure I'll never forget. I had traveled to Egypt to participate in an archaeological dig. A brand new discovery had been made not far from the Great Pyramids. We all wondered what ancient Egyptian secrets would soon be unearthed. Whew. The desert was hotter and drier than I expected. So it was fortunate that I soon made a friend.
You look like you could use some cool water.
How can I thank you? I guzzled it down a little too quickly. But my new friend, Professor Arthur Hawkins, was just amused at my enthusiasm. He was a kind and very brilliant man. But in his field of archaeology, he was viewed as an extremely radical thinker.
How come?
His theories. He believed that duel monsters may have played some mysterious part in Egyptian history.
Huh?
Am I right, Rebecca?
I don't understand, Grandpa.
His study of hieroglyphics, the ancient Egyptians' writing, kept turning up one particular word over and over again. And that one word was duel.
Huh?
Duel?
But why?
It was a mystery. Using duel as a key word, he worked toward a new interpretation of Egyptian history. And he came to an astonishing conclusion.
It's here, my friend, in these hieroglyphs. By the spirits of the River Nile, I combine magic and monster to vanquish my enemy in our battle this day.
What on earth can that mean?
If I'm correct, it has to do with incredible contests in which ancient Egyptians participated. Contests with high stakes. I believe duels.
What kind of duels?
I think you'll find the answer in that inscription, Solomon. Look at this.
Duel monsters cards.
Now take a look at those ancient drawings.
The images are nearly the same.
Which leads me to believe the ancient Egyptians must have played a similar game to our own.
What an amazing discovery! When you present it to your fellow scholars, you'll revolutionize the field of Egyptology.
We shall see. That's ridiculous.
But Arthur's colleagues ridiculed his theories and dismissed them as wild fantasy. Even in the face of such disbelief, he bravely stood his ground and continued his difficult research into the ancient game of duel monsters. He invited me to join him in his work, and I helped as best I could. In time, he discovered a link between the game and the Millennium items.
What kind of link?
It's still very mysterious, Yugi.
The ancient Egyptians didn't play this game just for fun or money, Solomon, but rather for the power to rule the world.
How can that be?
The inscriptions tell of a place called the Shadow Realm, where terrible monsters dwell and powerful warriors battle for dominion over the earth. Apparently, the ancient Egyptians actually played the game in that mysterious realm, and the stakes, according to this inscription, were the fate of the earth.
So the stories I heard are true.
And your friend, Professor Hawkins, is that where your blue eyes came from? He gave it to you?
That's right.
Liar! You were never his friend! My grandpa would never have given away his Blue Eyes White Dragon! You stole it! I know you did! Isn't that right, Teddy?
No, Rebecca, I didn't. I couldn't have, because at that precise moment, that ancient tomb caved in around us.
Huh? The tomb caved in?
Yes, and we thought we were lost.
Solomon!
Over here, Arthur. Are you all right?
I think so, but the cave-in has trapped us in this tomb. There's no way out! Wait, I found the lamp!
As time passed, we feared the Pharaoh's grave would become ours as well. We consumed what little food we had with us. Soon nothing was left but a canteen of water, enough for only one person.
Solomon,
Yes, Arthur?
what would you say to a duel?
Now?
It'll help keep our spirits up and give us something to think about besides our being trapped. It's better than sitting quietly in the dark waiting for the end to come, eh?
Point taken. Arthur, I have an idea.
I'm listening.
We have only a small amount of water left. There's not enough for 2 people, so if we try to share it, the chances are that neither of us will walk out of this tomb alive. I propose that the last of the water should go to the winner of this duel. Do you agree?
Sadly, I do.
And so our grim duel began. In his first turn, the card that Arthur played was the Witch of the Black Forest. Sound familiar, Rebecca?
It's the same card she played.
That's right, Yugi. It was your grandfather who taught you to duel, wasn't it?
Never mind her. Go on with the story.
Well, you see...
No more lies! Why should I believe you? You could be making this whole stupid story up!
Mr. Moto doesn't lie.
Yeah, well, I think we should finish this duel.
Oh, yeah? Well, some of us would rather hear the rest of the story first.
No, let the duel continue. I think it's Yugi's turn.
We know that. Why don't you butt out, old man, so we can settle this thing?
As you wish.
Good. I'll get back to kicking Yugi's butt.
Well, one thing's for certain.
What?
Rebecca may have learned dueling from Arthur, but she never learned manners from him.
Maybe this will teach her some. I play Catapult Turtle in attack mode! Catapult Turtle lets me sacrifice any monster on my field. When I do, I am then able to deduct half of my sacrificed monster's attack power directly from my opponent's life points.
What a joke. That won't help.
It will when I combine it with my brain control.
Huh? Oh no, oh no, oh no!
With brain control, I can seize any monster and control it for one turn. Millennium Shield, come to me!
Ah!
And now, I use Catapult Turtle to sacrifice your Millennium Shield!
Ah! Oh no!
And my turn isn't over yet, Rebecca! Now, Summon Skull Attack! Your cannon soldier is toast!
It's not fair! I'm still gonna beat you, Yugi! I'm gonna get you and your thieving grandfather! Huh. Guess Yugi's a little better duelist than I thought. Guess I can see how he won the Duelist Kingdom tournament, but he's never been up against a genius before. And everything is going according to plan. Let's see. Right now I have 6 crummy monsters in my graveyard. Not quite enough. Great! Fantastic! Look what card we drew, Teddy! Bravo! Bravo, Rebecca!
What's so funny?
V for victory! I play this magic card, Judgment Blaster!
What's that?
With Judgment Blaster, I can discard 5 cards from my hand, and in exchange... I get to obliterate every monster you've got on the field. And one more thing, now I summon my favorite monster! Up from the depths comes the creepy and oh-so-lovable Shadow Ghoul in attack mode! And for each of the lame-o monsters in my graveyard, this adorable fella gains an extra 100 attack points!
For each monster?
I lost count, man. How many monsters has she sent to the graveyard?
I think it's 11.
100, 200, 3...
1100.
Uh-huh. Shadow Ghoul now has an attack power of 2700!
What? You mean you sacrificed 11 monsters to the graveyard just so you could use their energy to power up your Shadow Ghoul?
You're just now catching on to my strategy, Yugi. You'll have to think faster than that.
Rebecca...
Now what?
Duel Monsters isn't about tossing aside all your best creatures. Each monster has its own abilities and demands its own kind of respect. If you just throw them away...
Are you out of your mind? Dueling has nothing to do with respecting your monsters. Everyone knows the only thing that really matters is winning. Besides, what would a family of thieves know about a duelist's real power? I learned my dueling strategy from a master, my grandfather. Anyway, duel monsters aren't real. They're just ink on cards. What's to respect?
That's not what Arthur thought.
Rebecca understands the strategy and tactics of duel monsters, but she's never found the heart of the cards.
If anyone can teach Rebecca the lessons she needs to learn, it's my grandson.
You're keeping me waiting, Yugi. I didn't come here to take a nap. I came to duel.
All right, then. I summon a monster in defense mode.
Well, well, what you think I lack in respect, I make up in talent. I drew a magic card, Stop Defense.
She's forced the Dark Magician into attack mode.
And now, Shadow Ghoul attack! Green Vapor Shroud! Bye-bye, Dark Magician.
Mr. Moto, Yugi's getting creamed. This couldn't be how your duel with Professor Hawkins went.
Actually, it went exactly like this. But the outcome of this duel may yet surprise you.
I play Swords of Revealing Light! That will keep you from attacking for 3 turns, Rebecca.
Well, that's really irritating. Okay, then. If that's the case, I pass this turn.
Yeesh, it didn't even phase her.
I can use this card. Monster Reborn. To resurrect the Dark Magician.
He's trying to reassemble his forces, Teddy, while I'm prevented from attacking him. But that won't save him. I'll play my next card in defense mode, and I'll tell him what it is, because there's no way he can beat my genius brain. Whee! Another cannon soldier!
Smart move. She wants me to attack. But I can't let that cannon soldier get off a shot. You want an attack, Rebecca? Well, here it comes. Dark Magician, attack cannon soldier!
Thank you. You've just raised Shadow Ghoul's attack power by another 100 points!
No matter what card Yugi draws next, that ghoul's more powerful than ever. Rebecca's strategy seems to be working. Maybe she is a genius.
Don't count Yugi out yet. He learned from the master.
Oh, I understand now. You're using the Swords of Revealing Light to stall for time, hoping for some special card to come up. But that isn't going to help him at all, is it, Teddy? Not one Shadow Ghoul can attack again. I'll pass this turn, too. But next time, when my ghoul's free to attack, I'll wipe you out!
So, Solomon, on my next turn I'll be free to attack, but I'm going to pass this turn.
If that's really what you want to do,
What card are you waiting for, Solomon?
that's my secret.
What's the matter, Yugi? Didn't you get the card you need?
So, Solomon, did you get the card you need? Come now, don't keep me in suspense.
I surrender, Arthur. You win.
I surrender, Rebecca.
I can't believe it. Yugi's given up.
The game's over, Rebecca.
Unbelievable.
Yugi, why?
You can't just give up, Yug.
You mean I win?
Yes, you win, Rebecca.
Bravo! Yay, me! We beat him, Teddy! Rebecca the genius wins!
I don't get it. Why did you surrender?
Yeah, what's up with that, Yug?
I won! Now give me the blue eyes! You tore it! Oh no! You destroyed my grandfather's favorite card!
It wasn't me, Rebecca.
First you steal it, then you lie, then you ruin it! You despicable, mean man! You won't
I
get
treasured
away with
that
me.
card, Rebecca. I would never have destroyed it.
I've heard just about enough of your lies!
Rebecca, behave yourself.
Grandpa?
Arthur? Arthur, is it really you?
Huh?
It's been a long time, Solomon.
Far too long, my dear old friend.
I do hope my precocious granddaughter hasn't caused you too much trouble. Can you forgive her?
For what?
Rebecca, did you know Yugi was actually the winner of your duel?
No! Grandpa, I won!
Yugi, you're just like your grandfather. You're a generous young man and a very fine duelist. I knew it. Rebecca, have a look at this card. It's a card called Soul Release. If Yugi had played this card in the final turn, you would have been defeated for certain. With Soul Release, Yugi could have freed up to 5 cards from his graveyard, or yours. Do you realize what that means? Your Shadow Ghoul's attack power would have instantly dropped from 2,800 to 2,300. Yugi's Dark Magician had an attack power of 2,500, and therefore...
You mean Yugi really never had to surrender? Then why?
Don't you understand? Yugi wanted to show you that there's much more to dueling than just winning and losing. He wanted you to see that the way to the heart of the cards is through your own heart.